Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for July 12th, 2026. It's Sunday. We've got campaign features, or campaign feature singular, I should say, because we've just got Band of Misfits has shadowified. I think it's unusual to only have one campaign feature, but I don't know how those are actually generated, so that's just based on my experience, not a knowledge of how the actual math works out for that, or what the process is. So we've got a lot of stuff. um, Trashing is alter or trader, I suppose, or prize goat if you pull that. Plus actions, ghost town, cursed village. Draw, poet, experiment, cursed village, potentially imperial envoy. Figurehead, I guess. Gains, obviously, a lot of the loot says plus buy, imperial envoy as well. Oh, I missed trading post for trashing. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, technically, trader can gain you a bunch of silvers. Okay, so let's see. The Shadowfied Band of Misfits actually the cursed trait notwithstanding looks quite strong here, because so long as there's experiments in the pile, you can play Shadow Experiment. That seems fantastic. You can also play Shadow Poet if the experiments do empty, but the poets are not empty. So like that looks really good. And cursed is usually like a net beneficial trait anyway. Picking up loot is good. I wonder if I wonder if that ends up just being like I'm trying to say, if the deck ends up just being basically Band of Misfits and alter, some loot, and that's more or less the entire deck. We've also got Biding Time. That's going to be activated by Poet. Yeah, so Biding Time pushes more aggressive greening. I think the presence of that and the presence of this Band of Misfit stuff, like, makes Cursed Village look not so great. We do still have Ghost Town for plus actions, though, so Imperial Envoy could still be a thing. But you could also just get your plus buy from loot. I mean, Imperial Envoy does draw a lot more cards than even a... Well, that's not actually true. Shadow Lab is like a, it's a double lab activated menagerie, however you want to put it. Imperial Envoy, so it's net, it's actually net like +2 cards, where like experiment itself would be net +1. Imperial Envoy is net +4, so it is twice as many cards, but it does require terminal space, so you have to draw it. And it gives you the 2 debt. It also does give you plus buy. Anyway, so I mean, I could see just basically trying to stuff the Band of Misfits into your deck and not really worrying about it otherwise. We're gonna want to. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna want to get to Band of Misfits. We're gonna want to get to alter. The best way to do that. Ghost Town and if we open Ghost Town, we have a 60% chance to just hit 5 turn 2, and we'll trigger a shuffle. And if we don't, hit 5, that's pretty awkward at that point, because we wouldn't the next turn either. We could just open like Experiment Poet or Double Experiment. Go about it that way. I'm not sure if I want to activate Biding Time or not. We could just make the assumption that it's going to activate one way or another, but I tend to think that it would more so favor the bot than me, at least in a relative sense. We are going to want to play with Ghost Town anyway, so that's another reason to potentially just go ahead and open Ghost Town. And 60% chance to get the Band of Misfits, it's not bad. Yeah, I'll do it. Alright. What do we get? Orb? It's fine. That goes with Trading Post. Interesting. Okay, so we can't possibly get like 5 or anything this turn. No, we can. We have the orb. Okay. Is there any argument for just using Trader to trash this curse and taking Baths points? What do we have down here? We have 5 coppers, an estate, and the orb. I think experiment. Oh, and the Ghost Town. Okay, so if we want to make sure we don't bottom deck the orb, we buy another Ghost Town here. We'll have... Why did I say we have 5? Oh no, we drew Copper Estate. Okay. Right, so we have, right now we have Ghost Town Orb, 4 coppers. So we'd hit 7 next turn, which is enough for the altar. Yeah, alright, that sounds good to me then. We'd actually play the Band of Misfits with the orb, but I don't think that does anything useful. Like, we want to get the altar. And yeah. Okay, well, there comes the poet. Altar. Okay, I think we just take another Band of Misfits. Like, it's going to come with another curse, obviously. We're going to want to get another altar, but... Insignia. Okay. Do we just take another Ghost Town? If we do, we trigger a shuffle, which does seem desirable. Yeah. Well, fortunately we don't find the altar. Just buy altar and one more Ghost Town. Seems fine. see both either the ghost towns. That's annoying. Spell scroll. Okay. So fighting time is a ways off here. Um, hmm. I'm wondering about trashing estate versus trashing copper. Um, and then what do we want to buy as well? It could be that we should get an Imperial Envoy. We don't have any plus buy, though. And we don't have a Ghost Town. So, yeah. A top-decked Imperial Envoy would let us trigger a shuffle. I mean, maybe we should just do that anyway. Like, get a Ghost Town, get an Imperial Envoy. Like, yeah, we don't have the plus buy, but oh well. Maybe we do trash a copper because, yeah, I can see the argument. Okay, now if we draw with our Band of Misfits here, we might draw our other Alter Dead, so I think it makes more sense not to do that. Did end up trashing that copper last turn. Yeah. Oh, we have 2 debt. Okay, so here it probably makes more sense to trash the estate. We just get 2 more Bands of Misfits. You have to be a little bit careful about piles. The curses are emptying, ghost towns are low, but I mean the bot's not going to gain 4 Band of Misfits at once, so we could puzzle box. That seems good. Just puzzle box the estate. And or do we take like one more Imperial Envoy? Maybe over another Band of Misfits. 12 cards down here, but only 9 of them are not Band of Misfits. We're going to draw 2, so that leaves 7. So we are going to trigger a shuffle. I think one more Imperial Envoy would be good. so that and that, and I just realized they're gonna draw themselves. That's really annoying. What to do about that? I don't know. Guess maybe I should have played one of them last turn. So we've got 2 altars, a spell scroll. It's definitely conceivable that we could just empty the bands of misfits and then like get a province here. I think that's worth going for, at least with respect to altering this curse into another band of misfits. There's just nothing to be done about drawing that one, though. Okay, got the Imperial Envoy. We're at 0 points. If we gain 3 more Band of Misfits and trash a curse, we'll be at -2. And we would actually only need a duchy. This should all be like very doable. Right. So this Imperial Envoy would draw... What is down there? Is it a loot? We've played 5 Band of Misfits. Our loots are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not a loot. We trashed 1 estate, so it's not an estate. We trashed 1 copper. Not copper. Doesn't necessarily matter. Oh, it's a curse. Okay. So we could draw that with Spell Scroll Band of Misfits. Not that it necessarily matters. I was thinking a spell scroll for altar to so we can trash both of the curses. But we don't have the other curse to trash. Not that it matters. Just it would be nice. But I guess we... The trashing doesn't accomplish anything, so we might as well play Band of Misfits so that we can have a chance of drawing like the gold or the doubloons for more money. Yeah. And puzzle box, the envoy. Buy the Band of Misfits. Well, there's the prize goat. province, state. Yeah, so that was a pretty silly game. Like, Cursed does do this sometimes, especially if it lands in a card that you want a lot of anyway. First player advantage obviously helps here. I do think I don't really agree with the trading post. Like, trading post is thinning at the same level of efficiency as alter essentially, but it's giving you like it's take because you trash like 2 bad cards into a silver, which is really a bad card in its own right. Like, the bot is notably thinner here. It managed to trash presumably 8 starting cards with this trading post, but like gaining the silvers is not exactly exciting. Whereas Alter gaining the Band of Misfits, obviously the Band of Misfits is a lot better of a card. And it does come with the curses, but it also comes with the loot. Not that you would have to take Band of Misfits, like you can take this other stuff, and that's also better than silver. But yeah, so I don't really agree with the trading post there. But yeah, I don't know why the bot had quite so many ghost towns given the composition of its deck. It's like it has, by the end it had 4 terminals, but I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about my deck. Some of it was me taking ghost towns for tempo, and so maybe the bot was doing the same thing. But yeah, mostly just a silly game with Cursed. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.